Hi there, thanks for joining us. In this video, we're going to be talking specifically to nurses and nurses' aides and personal support workers and other healthcare providers who are wanting to move to Canada. There are now options for you, multiple options for you to become Canadian permanent residents. And so we're going to be talking about these in this video. As always, remember to subscribe to my channel, like this video so others can see more videos like this, and be sure to check us out on our website at go.gooselaw.com. I'll be right back. Welcome back. My name is Donovan Francis and I'm a Canadian immigration lawyer, and I help skilled workers who are inside Canada and those who are outside Canada to become Canadian permanent residents without having to deal with all of the complicated legal forms that are part of that process. Now, Canada has always been on the hunt for healthcare providers, specifically people who are registered nurses, registered psychiatric nurses, people who are nurses' aides, people who work as personal support workers, and so on and so forth. There's traditionally been a demand for people with skills in these particular areas of practice to help with the needs that exist across Canada. In recent times, the Canadian federal government as well as Canada's provincial governments have been putting in place very targeted programs that are geared specifically at people who occupy these different areas of work. And so if you are a registered nurse, if you're a personal support worker, if you are a nurse's aide, and you're wanting to come to Canada, now is a great time to do so. The beautiful thing about the options that exist currently is that they will allow you to apply to become a Canadian permanent resident, not just to become a work permit holder. So that's fantastic news. And so we're just going to be going through and just showing you just some of the options that exist at the moment, so that you can have a clearer idea of what may or may not be available to you if you fit into one of these areas of work. And so if we look here, we will see that one of the programs under which nurses, nurses' aides, and personal support workers are able to apply directly for permanent residency is the Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program. Now, the Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program is an immigration program that's designed to assist the four provincial provinces meet their immigration needs. And the four Atlantic provinces are New Brunswick, Newfoundland and Labrador, Nova Scotia, and Prince Edward Island. And so persons who are registered nurses, personal support workers, and nurses' aid are able to apply for permanent residency under this program, because this program lists those professions as being among the targeted high priority professions. So here you see registered nurses, registered psychiatric nurses, and down here you see nurses' aides and patient support associates, home support workers, and so on. So what it means is that persons who have those skill sets, who are trained and who would where necessary become licensed in the provinces, are able to apply for permanent residency under one of those programs. And so similarly, we see that Nova Scotia, which is also one of the provinces under the Immigration Pilot Program, but they have their own targeted programs under the Nova Scotia Demand Express Entry Program, for instance, Category B, nurses. Registered nurses and psychiatric nurses are among the listed professions. Here we see they are among the listed professions being sought under the Nova Scotia Demand Express Entry Program, specifically Category B, which at the time of this video was closed, but which opens and closes throughout the year. Similarly, we see that also in Nova Scotia, occupations in demand, one of the listed groups would be nurses' aid, orderlies, and so on and so forth. Okay, so those are some provincial programs that are targeting persons within these areas for permanent residency. If you move over to Ontario, right, under the Ontario Immigration Nominee Program, there's a stream called the in-demand skills stream. And one of the professions that's listed, one of the eligible occupations that's being sought right at the time of this video would be nurses aid, orderlies, patient support workers, and so on. The persons occupying these roles are able to apply for Canadian permanent residency, subject, of course, to certain basic requirements. Okay, so the purpose of this video then is just to give you an idea of some of the options that are going to be available to you, some of the many options that are going to be available to you if you're a healthcare worker, specifically if you're a registered nurse, if you're a nurse's aide, if you're a personal support worker, if you're looking to come to Canada to work. Of course, do bear in mind that each province has its own requirements, and that these requirements will have to be met. And in the case of registered nurses and practical nurses and so on, each province will also have its own licensing requirements that would also be met. But at the end of the day, I trust that you've come away with a clearer understanding of just all the options that are, some of the options rather, that are available to you. And mind you, we've not touched on the federal programs which remain open to persons who meet the basic eligibility criteria, specifically to registered nurses who would fit into some of the express entry options. So there's a wide variety of options available to you if you are a registered nurse, if you are a registered psychiatric nurse, if you are a nurse's aide, or if you're a personal support worker, or if you're somebody who occupies a similar role. I trust you found value from this video. As always, do remember to subscribe to our channel, like this video so more people can see more videos like this, and of course, don't forget to check us out on our website at go.gooselaw.com.